Hello and welcome to a not so awesome review, and today we're looking at the It Pennywise action figure by Neca. And I gotta say, this guy looks amazing. Right off the bat, I think the detail work and everything looks freaking awesome. And I'm actually kind of really liking this figure. Now, he does come with a good number of accessories, which includes 3 interchangeable heads. We have a neutral face where it's just, showing no emotion. Looks good, though. I mean, all of these faces are painted really well. We have a smiling face where you can see a little bit of his teeth. It's definitely a little creepy. And then we have his yelling face with the teeth kind of bulging out of his mouth and everything. And I gotta say, all of these are painted amazingly well. Just taking a quick look at his screaming face, you can see the teeth are painted separate from the gums. The inside of his mouth looks good. The red on the face is good. The eyes look amazing. Even the hair and the detail with the white on the face, it's all done really well, and it's the same on all 3 of the heads. They all came out painted very well, so bravo on you guys for that one. Like I said, he does come with a couple pairs of hands. He comes with a kind of relaxed-ish right hand and 2 open hands, and a hand for the balloon, which, really quick, just looking at the glove and the detail on the glove, you can see it looks good. I mean, they did like some really nice line work to make it look like a glove. It's not just a plain hand, and I like it. I mean, they're really nice looking, and not much to say about that. The hand for the balloon is a little bit annoying in the sense that you have to fit the wire through the little opening hole right there, which isn't too hard, but then you definitely have to thread it down, because otherwise the balloon doesn't really want to stay standing up too much. So, I mean, you can kind of get it higher, but you can see it starts to wobble away. Gotta straighten the wire, try to get everything to balance. The balloon is a hollow piece of plastic, and it looks like a balloon. It looks like it's tied to the end. So I really like this accessory. It's actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. Exchanging the hands, though, the left hand on this one, easy, pops off. You can pop this on, no problem. The right hand, though, giving me some issues popping it off and on. It's doable, but you definitely have to put a lot more effort than what I actually feel comfortable with. It almost does feel like I'm going to break it. But it came off, and the other hand went on. So, just be careful, if you have to heat it up so you don't break anything. And lastly, the paper boat with the little writing here, SS Georgie, looks good. I can't complain about it. It looks really good. It looks like it did in the movie. So, awesome set of accessories. Changing the head, I can get this, popping it off, and you can see here that the little kind of fluttery neck, I don't even know what you want to call this, that piece that goes on him right there, comes off pretty simply. Actually, if you guys want to see, I don't know why I said simply, the neck piece is really extended, but you can see it is a ball peg, and it actually works really well, especially with the fact that this is kind of covering it, because it gives him a little bit more range than he normally would with the left and the right movement and the forward and the back. So I like how they did that, and popping the head on. It's more of a extended peg than a ball peg or anything, but it still works really well. Let me just pop this on off camera because, well, it's just easier to apply pressure from up close than behind the camera. So yeah, the joints are a little bit tight. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, popping stuff off and on is kind of tight. So yeah, moving the accessories away, taking a quick look at the figure, he does look really nice. Like I said, I'm really liking the just all of the detail that Neca put in. It's a softer plastic, which I don't know if that's what they're known for. The Crash Bandicoot had kind of the same feeling, but the turtles I got before don't, so not really sure on that. But you can see all of the woven lines and all of just everything down to the feet, to the top of the head. It's just so much detail on it, and it's painted nicely too. It's not just, oh, we did all the detail and we didn't add a nice paint of coat over it. You can definitely see, little things of darker gray throughout all the line work. The white mixed with the red on the little things on the sleeves here. These pieces, they look good, but I can see the glue where they glued them on. That's my only complaint on that. My only other complaint would be paint rub, because if you pull down his ankle, you can see that the paint's coming off at that joint. So Don't know what happened there, because usually companies are really good at that not happening, and I don't know why they didn't just go with a black peg for that, but it's there. It's unfortunate, not a big deal. Anyways, articulation on him is good. His head can look up a pretty good amount, can look down a very good amount, he can pivot side to side, he can look left, he can look right. I actually really like the amount of range his head has. It's really good. I mean, I feel like he could look up a little bit more, but looking down I think is more of his thing, and side to side and everything. So yeah, really good job with the head. I already showed you how the peg and everything looks, so I think they did an awesome job with that. The arms can move outwards about that much, which isn't perfectly level, but it's good enough. Can move all the way around. He does have an upper bicep swivel. He does have a double jointed elbow right there, which the elbows are kind of like extended joints. They come out a lot more than what I'm used to with other action figures. He does have a rotation at the wrist and a swivel back and forward, which you can swivel the wrist so you can get, you know, movement in different directions if you want. He does have a ball peg, I believe, at the lower waist, so he can go forward and he can go back and he can go side to side a bit. Not the most, but enough, and you can, you know, rotate left and right, so good enough. Actually, it's really good, but, you know, could be a little bit more backwards, but still really good in my opinion. The legs, I think, were done really well, especially considering he does have this kind of rubbery skirt piece. Usually figures with something like this, their articulation isn't that great, but for him, you know, he can still kick forward a pretty decent amount. He can kick back a good decent amount. His legs can go out again a really nice amount, and he does have a double jointed knee as well, which again, it's like that extended little peg thing, but it works. It kind of makes it not look super ugly or anything. It looks a little awkward, but it still works nonetheless. It does have a slight rotation. Let me see if I can, yeah, slight rotation right there at the upper thigh, and rotation at the bottom of the knee right there, as well as his foot can kind of go forward, can go back a lot more, and I believe, yeah, he does have an ankle pivot. So articulation on him, really good. I like it. No complaints on it, aside from, you know, maybe the legs could just be a little bit better going forward. But aside from that, I think they did a good job for the body type and all the detail they did. I'm not gonna complain. I actually really like the figure, and I definitely recommend it. Unless you want the GameStop exclusive, there is a GameStop exclusive version of this guy where he has, I think, blood on him. He doesn't come with, I think, the same accessories either, but he still looks cool. Honestly, pick up both. I mean, they're both different enough that it might actually be worth getting to if you're a fan. And yeah, not much else to say here other than let's just get onto some size comparisons and wrap this video up. Here he is standing next to an S-Stage Figure Art Super Saiyan God Goku. You can see he definitely stands much, much taller than him. They don't really look out of scale, though. I mean, you could just say he's really tall compared to a figure art. They actually, I feel like they mix in good, body proportion-wise anyway. He is about 7.5 inches. I don't know if I mentioned that, but so he is on the bigger side. But again, body proportion-wise and everything, I feel like he could fit in with figure arts. Here he is next to a Legacy Red Space Ranger and a Marvel Legends 2-pack Spider-Man, and you can see here again, he towers over all of them. But again, body proportion wise, I think it actually works with both of these. It's funny because it's just he's like a bigger figure and everything, but he's not overly big where it makes so much of a difference that it doesn't look like he could be in like either of these universes. Especially considering he is creepier looking. I mean, it is technically more of a clown face. It is more of a human-esque face, albeit with exaggerated features and everything. But I still think if you wanted to mix and match this with any other figure, I think it'll work no matter what. So that's a cool bonus, I guess. So overall, a really nicely, solidly built figure. The detail on it is amazing. All the line work, all the wrinkles and everything woven into his shirt, I think came out amazing. The boots look amazing. The paint on them, really good. The shading, the little washes they have of like white under red, the face, all of it screams like quality product for a, you know, decent price. So I definitely recommend this figure if you are a fan of Pennywise, if you're a fan of the newer It movie, or even the older one, or just the book in general. Definitely something cool to add to your collection, and looks good in the box if you don't want to take it out. So I will add that to that. My only complaints, again, being the paint rub on the joints on the feet, albeit it's only 1 foot. I feel like the other one will probably have the same issue at some point. The wrists having, or the hands I should say, having issues kind of popping off and popping on. Not in the fact that they come off easy, but the fact that they don't come off easy, which is usually never a complaint. But it definitely makes you want to be more careful. You don't want to break anything. And, the same thing with the head. It didn't pop off the easiest. It did come off and it did go in pretty good, but taking it off wasn't super, well, again, easy. And the balloon obviously having kind of like balancing issues, which it's fine. I kind of expected. It's a wire, and I'm glad we got it. So I'm not gonna complain too much about that. Other than that, great figure. Again, highly recommend. Check out the GameStop one if you guys want that one instead, or get both. It's up to you. Either way, this video was brought to you guys by the AV Pop Shop. Check out their Instagram linked in the description down below. And subscribe for more. Hit the like button, comment down below, all that cool stuff. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.